Hey everybody, welcome back to Holy Roller Guitars. Today we have a new arrival. It is a Telecaster Pink Paisley. And so this is a James Burton copy. As far as what I'm told, it's a Chipson copy, but it's very beautiful and it looks very nice. So I'll get you a close-up of the Paisley here. It has a Wilkinson bridge and some Chinese pickups that are not match set, but they sound really good. Neck is kind of thick, and then the bridge has a good trebly sound and pretty cool because it's staggered pull pieces, so that's pretty cool. I like that. And then the switch here, which we're going to take a look at right now, is a four-way switch. So you have your bridge, your middle and bridge, your bridge and neck, your neck position, and then your neck and bridge in series. So remember, we're doing a giveaway at 500 subscribers. So we're giving away a coffee mug and a C130 sticker. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. Thank you and God bless. Without further ado, this is the first time I'm taking a look at it. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. It's supposed to be a Switchcraft bridge. Oh, look, there is an orange drop capacitor. And the pickups, I'm not sure exactly what they are. I don't think that's a Switchcraft. And these are supposed to be some CTS pots. So let me make sure I have, I'm not pulling anything, and we'll flip this around. I'll show you this. They are solid shaft pots, unless they might have these covers on there, but don't think so. No, they are solid shaft pots. And then I do believe that they are CTS and 1816. I'm pretty sure they're 250K. Not sure. Oh, that's cool. It has a treble bleed. And then I want to know what orange drop capacitor this is. It's a 4.7, I believe. Yeah, it's a 4.7. 3J. Yeah, it's a deeper. It sounds good though. A lot of work going on there with the ground. Oh, here we can take a look at the Wilkinson bridge. And it's the 3-saddle brass. Sorry, I zoomed in a little bit too much here on the pots. Yeah, so not exactly sure, about the switch here. But yeah, pretty cool. Cloth wiring there, and I do believe that I'm guessing the neck pickup would probably be that blue one. Oh no, you know what it is? These are some hand-wound pickups, so they do have the cloth wiring. That blue is for the extra ground for the neck pickup, so it can have the four-way switching. So that's what that is for. That's cool. Probably some better pickups, better Chinese pickups than usual. So the neck, it's a maple and it's a cap neck. There is a maple cap on the neck, so you can see that there where the markers are at. Before it was pretty uncomfortable, but I got some 400 grit sandpaper, and I also fixed this nut here. But here's the back. I'll show you the back. So it does have the, is it TCB or CTB on there in the back? But these are the tuners, some Chinese tuners. It does have like a light glossiness to the neck. But I just barely sanded down the top because it was uncomfortable. Over here with some 400 grit, and it kind of really smoothed it out and made it more comfortable, because right now it feels a little sticky. That's the best way I can describe it. But here's the neck plate. I need to clean that up, polish it up, and then here is the back. So not exactly sure how long the person had it before me. But he said he had it for quite a while, and I was just lucky enough to find it and meet up with him the next day and get it from him. So let me fix the front, and we can talk about this a little bit more. I wanted to go back to the control cavity. I do want to put copper in here, and I do want to add a ground either to the side here. I got to drill a hole, put a screw in there, and then add a ground here, because there is a little bit of humming on the single coils, of course. I'm not too sure if it's because of the grounding here, but everything seems pretty good here. Oh, let me show you the switch. The input jack. And these are always funny to get in when you have all these extra wires because it wants to push up. But I'll get that right now. This is supposed to be switchcraft, so I'll take a look at that. But there's the input jack. Before I move around the guitar anymore, let me put this back and put the screws back, and then we could take a look at the guitar some more and look at the pickguard and stuff. We also have this here on the back of the neck plate. I think it's like glue or something, but it's coming off with my nail, so I'm gonna do my best to take it off like this, probably get some rubbing alcohol, and then polish it up. All right, so I did my best to try and clean up the body because there was some real deep smudges on there, but for the most part I think I got a lot of it. It was just like things like this, but I don't know, maybe I have to just polish it up some more, or maybe even wax it or something. But there is a clear pickguard here, as you can see, and then the burst around the edges is kind of thick here on the top, and then around back you'll see the same thing, but for the most part it's pretty pronounced. I know like the custom shops will have it to where it's a lot thinner, but I really do like this color because it's more accurate to his, so of course it's a copy. But here on the back side I did polish up this back plate as best I could, took off some things from there, but again, here's much darker or filled in burst there on the corners around the edges. There's another scuff there, but I really do love this Paisley. I do like the peachiness, oranginess of it, and then it does have some green. It's pretty silver. It doesn't have the texture, so I know there's a gentleman that remakes them and he puts textures and dots and bubbles and stuff like that in there, but this one doesn't really have that. But up here you can see kind of where the burst is a little bit deeper, and here's around back. And oh, these are Diodario strings, so I'm gonna put some Ernie balls. I'm just gonna measure to see what strings these are. But around back, around the neck, if you see it like this, you can see how there's a gloss there, but if you go this way, this is pretty smooth up here because I did sand it just very lightly with 400 grit. Here again are the tuners. Not sure if I showed you those. And then here's the bottom of the neck. And I'll show you the top of the neck again. Try and show y'all how it is kind of satin. Hopefully it comes up. And sorry for the washer going. Door's open. Okay, so hopefully this is flipped, but here's the headstock. So it does have the cap there, and so I believe that the adjustment should be down here, but I need to take off the neck to make sure. But there's the top of the headstock. All right, so working away from the headstock, we're gonna go down to the frets. The nut has been somehow lacquered, or I don't know what it is, like glued in there. But the frets already right off the back, I think the 4th, let's see, so the 4th, 5th, and 6th fret, I had to sand down, I think these two, the 5th and 6th, maybe even the 4th. But they were a little high, so it was buzzing and it wasn't sounding right just with basic chords, so I did try and take care of that right off the back. And the neck, I'm not sure if it does have an adjustment here at the bottom, but if it does, I am going to have to take off the neck, and it's further down in there, so I will have to take off the neck. But before I do anything else to this guitar, I am going to take all the measurements to see where everything is at to start with, and then I'll start taking everything apart, and then cleaning everything, like the bridge ashtray over here, and polish up everything, clean up everything. But yeah, this is a new arrival, and I finally have my pink Paisley Telecaster. I did try a Fender Special run back in maybe 2010, 2011 when I first started playing, and I was like, wow, this sounds good. And man, I believe that guitar was like $3.99, and it was at Guitar Center used, and I played it. I was like, oh, this is nice. I wasn't really into Telecasters at the time, or electric guitar anyways, in any way. I wasn't even into electric guitars at that time, and so I didn't end up getting it. But it did sound good. I believe it was through a Line 6. But yeah, now I have this one, and so I'm gonna not get rid of this one, and because I probably won't be able to get one like this anyways. Yeah, this one came with some pretty cool upgrades, and I'm just excited to do some fret work. I'm gonna try and buy the Music Nomad fret file, I believe, E file or something like that, because I already know there's a few bad frets on here. The neck is very straight. I can show you how straight it is. Right, so here is how straight the neck is. So very, very little relief there, if any. But it is pretty good, and so I'm just excited to work on this guitar. So this will be the first guitar that I do fret work on, and then this will more than likely be the first guitar that I actually spray the headstock. But I'm thinking I should leave it like this because it's kind of like a satiny kind of feel, but I'm not 100% sure what I want to do right now. So there you have it. I look forward to working on this guitar some more, so we'll probably start working on the frets. I'll show you how I fixed the first few frets, and take a look at the back of the neck where I sanded it down. So and then after that, then we'll get into real fret work over here. So I look forward to the next couple of videos with this one. We're doing a deep dive, looking at the pickups, but especially showing y'all the fret work. So for today, for daily advice and scripture, it's just being grateful and thankful for everything that you have and putting your trust in the Lord. Thank y'all all for your support. God bless y'all. Peace, and I'll see you on the next one.